Hello everyone and welcome back to welcome to Tinderloss Gaming and welcome to episode 2 of my playthrough of Cthulhu Death May Die Season 1 Episode 1 Blasphemous Alchemy. So not too much to go through at this point, so I think probably the best thing we can do is get across to the table and then explain exactly what's going on and where we're at. Okay, so here we are at the table. About to start with Bowden. That's where we left off episode 1. But just a quick summary. The black goat has advanced 1 across the track. So we're not too bad there. We do have 1 symbol out. So we need 2 more symbols and the black goat will advance again. We've got a couple of dark spawns on the board that do need to be dealt with, and they need to be killed in 1 hit, because if you wound them and don't kill them, then you summon another one into the space. So hopefully Rasputin is going to get those sorted out for us in a sec. Apologies for my voice at the moment. Got a little bit of a coldy thing going on, so apologies if I have to pause just to have a bit of a coughing fit. I do have the standard Tinderloss coffee on the go, just to make sure we're all sort of lubricated. We have destroyed 2 of the 5 labs that are in play. We've got 3 left on the board. That one there, that one there, and that one there. This is a basement area. We've got 2 damage on this one. We need to kill or destroy 4 of the labs to disrupt the ritual. Now in this game, when you disrupt the ritual and you achieve that objective, the Elder One immediately, or in that turn, arrives and is summoned. So slightly earlier than it would normally be, but hopefully we'll be set up for it by that time. We've got a fire vampire kicking about in the basement. We've got a couple of cultists. Bowden has just taken out a lab at the end there, which is good. I think that's it. Rasputin has got an extra life. He's already died once. That's one of the reasons why I took him, because he's quite a when I've been watching videos, he's quite good for sort of new players, because he's not killable to a degree. And we will start where we need to start, which is with Bowden. Now, first thing that Bowden is going to do is she is going to move, and she is going to go 1, 2, 3 to here. She has swiftness, which means she can run an additional space. So she could go 4, but she's going to stay there. She has got stealth. When she runs, she can sneak once past an enemy. So we're not going to sneak past this one, but we can't ignore this one. So he is going to come in to the place with us. That was her first action. Her second action is to she's going to trade. Let me just check trade. Yeah, just wanted to check trade. You can do it. You don't need to be in a safe space to do it, is effectively what I'm saying. So her second action, she is going to trade with Rasputin, and she is going to give Rasputin the fire axe, because he has got the brawling special ability. So he will get that. And her third action is going to be to attack. I don't think she's going to be able to kill one of those dark spawns. So I think she's going to attack the cultist. She doesn't get savaged, because there are other enemies in play. But she does get her 3 black dice, and because she's gone past a point of triggering, she does get a green dice naturally from her insanity. So we're looking to do 1 wound on the cultist. and we get 2 wounds on the cultist. We haven't got arcane mastery, so we can ignore that one, but we do take a sanity. And I'll take the sanity. Pop me up 1. And she kills that cultist. So that was her 3 actions. Maybe should have taken out the lab. Should have maybe taken out the lab. Never mind. Oh. No, I've rolled it now. Rolled it. Maybe a mistake there. So she killed the cultist. We then need to draw her mythos card. She is going to draw Fire Vampire. The nearest fire vampire moves 2 spaces towards you, then place a fire place 1 fire token in its space. So he is going to move 1, 2 up the stairs. And then we put a fire token in its space. Fire token goes there. And then we summon a fire vampire, which we've got available, into the blue portal. It's getting a bit busy. Getting a bit busy. That's a second sign. So we only need 1 more for the older one to advance. She is not in a safe space, so she's going to have to fight the dark spawn, which is a bit annoying, but that's just one of those things. So the first dark spawn, they roll a black dice and a green dice. She has got some loads of stress, so let's see what we get. That first one gets nothing because they don't count arcane mastery. So that was the first attack. Second attack from the second dark spawn. Oh, now that's a bit rough. I'll spend a sanity to re-roll this one. Oh, popped out. I'll spend a sanity to re-roll it. Oh my goodness. I'll spend a sanity to re-roll it. There we go. That'll do. So in the end, she takes 1 wound and 1 sanity. She moved out of a space with 2 fire in it. I forgot to do that when we moved out. 2 fire to do from here. So she's going to roll the first fire. Nothing. So that's that one gone. And then the second one. She will take that. She will take that. Fire goes. She takes a wound. And then she takes a sanity. Ooh, hang on a sec. No, hang on. Let's put that back. Let's put that back. Because it would kick into pyromania. Actually, let's think about this. Because what I'm thinking, what's going through my head at the moment, just to explain, it's all well and good it going on in my head, but I need to explain it on the video. So I could take that wound and the insanity. The main thing is the insanity. So I'd hit another trigger point, which would kick into pyromania, which would then mean I put 1 fire token in the space. which would be 2. Then deal wounds equal to the number of fire tokens in your space to all other figures here, which means Rasputin would take 2 wounds. Those 2 Darkspawn would take 2 wounds each. And because they weren't destroyed, another Darkspawn would appear with 3 health. These would then be on 1 health, and this one would be on 3 health. Excuse me. So I'm just trying to work out whether that's the best bet or not, to have 2 Darkspawn on 1 health each, and for one to be on 3 health, or I ignore that, try and re-roll it again, to then have 2 Darkspawn on 3 health. Do you know what? I am going to do it. So I'm going to take the wound and that, which then kicks Pyromania in. First thing we do with Pyromania is put a fire token on there. Everything in there then takes 2 wounds. So Darkspawn takes 2 wounds. Darkspawn takes 2 wounds. Rasputin takes 2 wounds. It's not all other enemies, is it? All other figures. And because these 2... Oh! No. Because that would be 2. No, because 2 Darkspawn would come in. No. Backtrack. Backtrack again. Backtrack again. Backtrack again. We don't want 2 more, because each of those would take a wound. That means 2 more Darkspawn would come in. So Bowden is going to spend her last stress to re-roll that. God. Could all be for nothing. Oh, we don't. We don't take it. That's good. Wow. Yeah, just had to think that through there for a second. I don't want two more Darkspawns coming in. Okay, so that is it for Bowden's turn. Now it's time for Rasputin to hopefully do what he does. So first thing, he's going to attack this Darkspawn here. He gets his 3 black dice. He gets 1 for brawling. And he gets 1 because of the fire axe, because he has got the brawling skill. And we've got to remember we can count arcane mastery. So we need to do 3 damage to this one. That will do. That will do. 4 damage to the first one. So that's that one dead. It's not wounded, so we don't have to spawn another one. His second action is to do the same thing. Could do with some sanity, really. Again, that's enough. 1 for arcane mastery. And then 2 hits is 3 damage to that Darkspawn, which is fine. That kills that one. His third action is to heal, or to rest. And we'll take it all on our health. 1, 2, 3. He's not going very mad, Rasputin. We could do with rolling some insanity. So that's it for his actions. We draw his Mythos card. We're going to draw, oh, it's a symbol. So we are going to advance the Elder One this turn, or at the end of the phase. Each figure in a space with an undestroyed lab takes 1 wound. Lab accident. So Rasputin's going to take a wound. Bowden's going to take a wound. After each investigator with the guilty conscience take 2 stress. We haven't got the guilty conscience. And that's it. That's it. Now, finally, Rasputin is in a safe space, so he can investigate, and he's going to draw a discovery card. Monkey paw. Painted glyphs on the floor. What is going on here? If you have the monkey as a companion, take 2 wounds and discard the monkey. We don't. You may claim the monkey paw. The monkey paw. Each elder sign may count as both a success and an insanity. This item cannot be traded. I'm definitely going to take that. I am definitely going to take that. Oh my God. Trying to get these under these boards is a nightmare. Need to fix these boards. All right. Okay. We're on to resolve end of turn. We've got no fire to resolve for Rasputin. We check the mythos discard pile. If there are 3 symbols, which there are, the elder one advances, and we do everything like that. So there are 3 here. So these are going to be shuffled back into the deck. We're going to advance the elder one across 1 space. Do a cat weasel cut. We're advancing the elder one. So when they advance the elder one, summon a dark spawn into your space. So this is for Rasputin. Deal 1 wound to each figure in your space. God, Bowden's not going to take a wound. Rasputin's going to take a wound. That's it. When the elder one advances, place a fire token in a space that with any cultist with no fire. Fire in there, fire in there. Don't need to worry about it. I think that's it. Okay. Now I think we're back to Bowden. I think we're back to Bowden. We are. Okay. Bowden. First thing she's going to do is going to attack the dark spawn. Savage says, when attacking you may deal 1 additional wound to your target if there are no other enemies in its space. The dark spawn is the only enemy in there. So we're going to be doing 2 wounds naturally because of we've upgraded that. We've got an additional green dice from our insanity. So we basically just need to do 1 wound. We do lots of wounds. We do lots of wounds to kill the dark spawn. We take sanity, which hits our pyromania. Place a fire token in your space. Ugh. Hang on a sec. Hang on a sec. Keep rewinding this. Oh, I'm stressed out. I can't use it. I can't change it anyway. Maximum stress. Okay, so that's going to happen. We do kill the darkspawn. Pyromania kicks in for another token here. Well, the reason why I was trying to avoid it is then deal wounds equal to the number of fire tokens in your space to all other figures here. Rasputin is going to unfortunately die. Well, we have got our free death, which we've used, so it means I return him to full health. But he's now not got another death. Excuse me. That's dodgy. So need to remember that for Rasputin. We've used his 2 deaths. Then, because we've hit our insanity trigger, we're going to max out Savage. Basically, it means with Bowden now, if she's in a space with just one enemy, she's doing 5 automatic wounds to it, which is going to be coming very handy, hopefully, for when the old black goat turns up. It doesn't help Rasputin this turn. So that was Bowden's first action. Her second action, she's going to have to heal. I'm just debating whether to heal twice here because she's maxed out on stress and she's nearly dead. So I am going to do 2 actions to heal. So 1, 2, 3 for a first rest. Third action is to rest again. 1, 2, 3. Actually, she's going to heal. She's going to rest again. She's going to go back to 0 full wounds and then take 2 stress. 1, 2. I was thinking about discarding the whiskey bob. There's no point yet. So that is Bowden all done for her actions. We draw a Mythos card. Oh my God, we've got another symbol. Chaos in the labs. Move the older one and each monster 1 space towards the undestroyed lab closest to each of them. Each monster. I suppose the cultist is classed as a monster. So that's going to go there. That's going to go into there. Damn it. He's going to come out. This cultist is... Oh, the closest lab to them. So this would be the closest lab. And then this fella's going to go down to here. Summon a cultist in each damaged lab. Well, we've got a cultist coming in here. Then remove 1 wound from each lab in a space with a cultist. Well, the cultist is coming to do a bit of fixing to the lab. Slightly frustrating. Now, Bowden was going to get some discovery there, but that's not going to happen now. So she is going to fight 2 cultists first of all. So the first cultist is 2 green. 1 hit. I'll take it. Second cultist. Oops. Oh, 2 hits. I'll re-roll. I'll use a stress to re-roll it. No hit. I'll take it. And then the 5 vampire is 2 black and a green. Nothing. When it attacks, it places a fire in the place. So we need to just remember that. That's going to go 3 fire in here now. Delightful. Do we re-roll? I'll spend a stress to re-roll this. I'll spend a stress to re-roll it. We take a sanity instead. Take that. I will take that. Resolve end of turn effects. Excuse me. No end of turn effects. She's got no fire on her. She's not moved out of a space. So we are good to go with Rasputin. Right. Rasputin needs to kill some stuff. So his first action is going to be to attack the fire vampire. He gets 3 black dice. He gets 1 black dice, 1 green dice because of brawling, and 1 for fire axe. Need to do 4 wounds to it. And we do 5 wounds. Fire vampire, get out of here. No sanity again. Second action, same thing against one of the cultists. Four wounds and a sanity. That's enough to kill that one. We take some sanity. And then third action, I'm going to target the lab. I'm going to target the lab. Right. So oh no, we've got 1 wound, 2 wounds, 3 wounds because we've got arcane mastery. And we take 2 sanity. So first things first, let's do the wounds to this. Let's done 3 wounds, which is enough to kill this lab, which is what we've got underneath it, which is deal 2, major explosion, deal 2 wounds to all enemies in this and adjacent spaces. Very nice. So that kills that cultist. And it puts 2 wounds onto this fire vampire because it's in an adjacent space. We take our 2 sanity, 1, 2, which pops up obsessive disorder. Move your stress to match your health value when it's at 0. So we'll move that down. Then discard discovery cards as needed until you have the same number of cards on each side of your investigator's board. We don't need to because we've got the same number on each side, which is good. And then we need to choose because we've made a hit. I'm going to choose brawling. When you attack, you may target any number of figures in your space. Split the wounds as you like. Hopefully that'll be coming into play. Oof. Then we draw Rasputin. Yeah, that was it. Hit twice, hit the lab, done. Mythos card. Have a symbol. So each 5 vampire moves 1 space towards you. Boom. And then place a fire token in that space. So this has now got 4 in it. Oh my God, we're going to have to do something about that. We are seriously going to have to do something about that. Summon a fire vampire in the yellow space. That's it. We can't do a discovery now because Rasputin's going to fight the fire vampire. And 5 vampires, 2 black, 1 green. We've got some stress to play with. Oh. Yeah, we don't want Rasputin to die again, so we're going to take a... Sorry, this board. There we go. So we're going to need to take a stress. I've already done that. Take a stress to re-roll this one. That's nothing. Do we take the wound? I think we take the wound. 1 remaining wound. Resolve the end of turn. Nothing to worry about there. We've got two on the Chaos Labs. So we go back to Bowden. Bowden's first action is going to need to smash the fire vampire. She gets 3 plus 1. She's doing an automatic 5 wounds because the fire vampire's the only enemy in her space. She does an additional, so she's doing 6 in total and an insanity. We'll take that. So 6 wounds to the fire vampire is enough to kill it. Then Bowden is for her second action is going to move. She's swift, so she can run 4 spaces. She'll go 1. She'll do stealth to ignore that fire vampire. 2, 3 to there. So that was her second action. No, this second action is to try and put out some of these fire. So we're just going to do a roll as normal. She does get a green. Wow. She puts out 4. She puts out 4. That's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. She takes the sanity, which takes her to her next maximum. Pyromania kicks in. We put a fire token back in the space. We do 1 damage to Rasputin. And then we need to choose another. We'll choose swiftness, which gives us an additional free run this turn. 3 actions is good. So her first action was to kill the fire vampire. Her second action was to put out the fire. She's now going to use her free action to run. So same as before, 1 stealth ignores that. 2, 3. And now, because we've got the last action left, she is going to attack the cultist. 3 dice. We now get 2 green because of where she's in her insanity track. She does 7 damage to the lonely cultist. And that's her done. Her action's done. We draw a mythos card. It's a symbol. Dark Immolation. Deal 1 wound to each darkspawn and place a fire token in its space. Don't need to worry about that. There's no darkspawn on the board. And then we summon a darkspawn into the blue area. We are going to then move Fire Vampire, the Black Goat of the Woods, at the end of the phase. We are in a safe space, so we're going to draw a discovery card. She gets cages. So this cage contains a one-handed lab monkey. It looks at you cunningly. If you have a guilty conscience, take 1 stress. You may claim the lab monkey, or heal all of your stress and claim the guilty conscience. One-handed lab monkey. Discard this card to give one of your items to an investigator anywhere. We'll take the lab monkey, the one-handed lab monkey. See what that does. Oh my God. We're taking the one-handed lab monkey. End of turn. There's no end of turn. Oh, she would have taken 1 fire. There was 1 fire left. So we have got an end of turn, which is a fire. We take a sanity. Can't do anything about it because we've not healed our sanity, our stress. We discard that fire token. Rasputin. Rasputin is going to move 1, 2, 3, taking the fire vampire with us. Second action is to hit the fire vampire. So we get 3 black dice. We get 1 green because we're at the insanity. We get 1 green because of brawling, and we get 1 green because of fire axe. Monkey paw. We may count each elder sign may count as a success and an insanity. Let's see. Fire vampire has got 4 wounds. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 to it with 1 insanity. So that kills the fire vampire. We take an insanity. Don't need to worry about that. Second action. No, that third action, in fact. I think I'm just going to I'm going to be ultra cautious and heal. 1, 2, 3 stress, but back to 0. I know I'm being a bit cautious there. I could have attacked the lab, but yeah. Okay, that's it for Rasputin. His actions. We're going to draw a Mythos card. He is going to draw, oh, sugar. Sugar, sugar, sugar. I should have done the elder. Okay, so let's do that now. Sorry, move that across. And, oh, where was I when I... Oh, down here. Darkspawn is down here. Bowden would take a wound. Deal 1 wound to each figure. Place a fire token in each space with a cultist with no fire. There's no cultists on the board. Now, Rasputin's turn. I'm not going to heal because there would have been a fire vampire and the darkspawn in there. So my third action with Rasputin, I've not healed. I will attack the darkspawn, hoping I can do enough to kill it. So 3 dice normally, 1 for that insanity, 1 for the fire axe, and 1 for brawling. I need to do 3 wounds to it. That is enough with arcane mastery. 3 wounds. We kill that darkspawn, but we don't heal. We do not heal. These obviously should have been in here. Oh, that should have been in here as well. God. And we do a cat weasel cut. Rasputin's then going to draw his Mythos cards. He's going to draw Bayaki. It's got a symbol on it. Each Bayaki moves directly into your space, and then red, of course, summon a Bayaki. Poor old Rasputin never gets a chance to discover stuff. He's always fighting monsters. Then we're going to fight in the 3rd stage. Bayaki's 2 green and a black, hitting Rasputin. But Bayaki's elder signs also count as successive. That's 2 successes, 3 successes. We'll spend a stress to re-roll this one. Jeez, we'll spend a stress to re-roll this one. 2 wounds. I'm going to spend a stress to re-roll this one. Makes no difference. 2 wounds to Rasputin. 1, 2. Ouch. I should have taken a fire token for moving out of this space. Sorry. So much stuff going on. So at the end of the turn, he's going to take... Oh... He's going to take a roll. He's fine. Luckily. Right, we go across to Bowden's turn. First thing she's going to do is going to attack the Bayaki. 3 dice. 2 green. So we do 1, 2, 3, plus 5 because of Savage. It's the only enemy in her space, so it kills the Bayaki. She does take an insanity. Ooh, she's getting close. She might go insane. Second action is to heal. She's going to heal all of her 2, 3. Third action, she's going to heal again to take her stress down. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, actually, hang on. 1, 2, 3. She's going to discard the whiskey bottle. No, there's no point doing that. It's still an action, isn't it? Is it an action to discard an item? So using my Google powers, it's not an action to discard an item. So she is going to discard the whiskey bottle to heal all of her stress. Put that under there. Makes no difference. So she's got 1 action left. So she's going to attack, well not attack, she's going to do destroy equipment, roll a lab against the lab. So let's see what we get. Oh my God, I don't want that. Don't want to take the sanity now. Because she's close to dying. She's close to dying from insanity. So I'll spend a stress to re-roll this one. That's fine. We'll spend the stress to re-roll this one. We'll spend the stress to re-roll this one. That's better. So we do 2 damage to that lab. She draws a Mythos card. She gets Lord of the Wood. If you're in the same space as the black goat, it deals 1 wound to each other figure in its space. Otherwise, move a dark spawn 1 space towards you. He's going to move to there. Hasn't got a symbol on it. That's good. Rasputin. First action is going to be to heal or to rest. 1, 2, 3. Second action is going to be to rest. 1, 2, 3. Third action is going to be to attack the lab. Destroy equipment. That's not great. We've got 1 hit and 1 sanity. I'll re-roll this one for a stress. I'll re-roll this one for a stress. My God. And I'll re-roll this one for a stress. Seriously. So I'll do 1 wound to it. So it's on 3 wounds. My God. And take a sanity. Okay, that's fine. Well, it's not fine, but That is what it is. And we will draw a mythos card for Rasputin. He is going to get Frenzied Cultist. It's got a symbol on it. Each cultist moves one space towards you. Wounded cultist move 2 spaces. No cultist on the board. Summon a cultist into the yellow portal. Bosh. Rasputin can draw a discovery card because he is in a safe space. He's going to get Feral Student. She only makes vague simian noises. You may take 2 stress to claim the feral student. Well, I can't take 2 stress. If you do not, gain a guilty conscience. Okay, well, I've got no stress, so it's going to have to be the guilty conscience. He finally gets to draw a discovery card and he gets a guilty conscience. Resolve end of turn effects. No end of turn effects. Okay. Back to Bowden. Problem is now she's so far in her insanity. I don't really want to roll dice, but it is what it is. First things first, she's going to heal her stress. 1, 2, 3. Second action, she's going to destroy equipment. She gets nothing. She gets nothing. So I'll spend the stress to re-roll. Oh, God. I'll spend the stress to re-roll. Right, finally, we got the hit. And no insanity. So that does 1 damage to this lab, and it's going to be Inferno. Place a fire token in this space and each adjacent space. So one's going to go in here. One's going to go in here. And one is going to go in here. Now at the end of the turn, the elder one is going to be summoned because we have disrupted the ritual. That's her second action. Her third action is going to be to heal stress. That's it. We then move on to drawing a mythos card. On the Book of Ibon, choose an investigator. If there are 3 or less darkspawn on the board, summon a darkspawn into their space. There are 3 or less. So this one's going to pop in. That's it. It's now going to fight us. And darkspawn are 1 and 1. 1 black, 1 green. Hits us for 2. I'll take it. And then we resolve end of turn. So fire, we don't need to do that. Check the mythos discard pile. There's only 2. Check the Elder One summoning. If a red space is reached or the ritual is disrupted, move the stage 1 card to one side and resolve the stage 2 effects, summoning the Elder One. So we move across, we'll put that there. Black Goat to the Woods, got 12 health. Actually, can we get it on here? Gets 12 health, 2 black and 2 green to fight. Summon the Black Goat of the Woods into your space. Then all dark spawn move 1 space towards you. So he is going to come in to here. This dark spawn is going to come down to here. Whenever the Black Goat takes any wounds, move the dark spawn that is closest to the Black Goat to its space, unless one is already here. Not there. Okay. That's it, because we're at the end of turn. All right. We are now at Rasputin's turn. "12 health on the Black Goat. We are going to attack the Black Goat for his first action. So 3 dice, 1 for brawling, 1 for the fire axe, and 1 for our insanity. Remembering that we can count elder signs as both a success and insanity. We're already counting 1. That is not a great roll. That is not a great roll. So we're doing 3 damage. And taking 2 insanity. So 3 damage on the Black Goat. We're taking 2 insanity. 1, 2. Obsessive disorder. Move stress to match your health. Well, it's going to go down to there. And then discard cards until you have the same number of on each side. I'm going to get rid of the guilty conscience to make it then 2. And he takes wounds, move the dark spawn closest to the Black Goat into its space. So this one's going to move into here. And we get to level up. I'll level up brawling, which gives us 2 free re-rolls when attacking a target in your space. Second action is going to be to attack. Wow. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 free re-rolls. I'll re-roll this one first of all. And then I'll re-roll this one. I'll spend a stress to re-roll this one. Okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 hits. That takes it to 9. We take 2 sanity. 1, 2. I think that's it. Third action. To hit the black goat. Same roll. We need to do 3 damage to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, because this is going to be quite good, I think. Because we've leveled up our brawling, when attack, you may attack any number of figures in your space. Split the wounds as you'd like. So we'll do 3 damage to the black goat, which kills it. And we'll do 3 damage to this dark spawn, which kills it. We take 3 insanity, but we're only going to hit the next level, which is here. Obsessive disorder. Move your stress value to your health value, so it's going to go to 2. We don't need to discard because we've got an even number. And then we get to a level up. Our level up brawling is so when you attack figures in your space, do full wounds to each target. Now we've moved on from stage 2. We go to stage 3. When revealed, move the black goat of the woods to the yellow gate. Then summon a dark spawn on each gate. So one's going to come here, one's going to come here, and one is going to come here. At the end of each turn, the black goat deals 1 wound to each other figure in its space. We have to apply all of these. So it says when the black goat advances, summon a dark spawn into your space. Is moving a stage advancing? Suddenly realised I didn't actually have the camera on. Sorry, but apologies for that. So black goat's moved to here. We've advanced to put 2 spawn in here. Moving a stage is not considered advancing. This is advancing. Moving to the next stage is not considered advancing, so that doesn't happen. Okay, finish off Rasputin's turn. He draws a mythos card. Monsters in the labs. Each fire vampire and Bayaki move towards you. None on there. We summon a fire vampire into the yellow space. And we summon a Bayaki into the blue space. Now this is getting very interesting. Rasputin, poor man's going to take an attack from 2 dark spawn. One of each. So first one, he takes a hit. I'll take it. Second one takes 2 hits. Oh. I'll roll a stress. We'll use the stress to re-roll this one. I'll take it. 1 wound, 1 insanity. Resolve end of turn. Well, we haven't moved. There's no fire. The elder thing's on the board. And I think at 1 hour and 6 minutes, we will hold it there. And hopefully at episode 3, we'll see either certainly Bowden and Rasputin potentially going mad. But we do need to do a lot of wounds to the elder thing. That's the thing we need to concentrate on. And we need to make sure Bowden's like doing stuff with just single enemies. But anyway, that's a future mark to consider. I hope you're enjoying the playthrough. Hope probably one more episode now, I think, by the looks of it. And we'll be done with episode 1 of Call of Cthulhu, Cthulhu Death May Die, Blasphemous Alchemy. Feel free to comment on any errors I've made. I think I spotted a couple that I may have made, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I will see you on the next episode. Ta-ra for now.